Hi guys, my name is Harman Sidhu and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing about some of the changes that happen to your body postpartum. There are so many women on Instagram who message me every single day to ask me about certain things that they want to know about their postpartum body. I am going to be discussing all the questions that have been put to me all these years, and I'm going to explain them to you in detail. So let's get started. If you want to know about all the doubts that you have in your mind, keep watching the video till the end. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you still haven't, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. So the first thing that so many women ask me and we really need to educate ourselves about is hair loss postpartum. I don't know why people aren't so aware about it, why women are not made to be aware about it, and why is that after they experience hair loss they're told that it's normal, whereas you should be knowing right from the beginning what's happening to you. So when you are expecting the growth hormone level in your body is very high, और जब वो high रहता है तो आप you are growing. If your baby is growing, your body is growing, also your hair and nails are growing super fast, if you would have noticed that time. Also, what GH does that time is that it helps you retain your hair which should have normally fallen. We lose about 100 strands a day, but when you are expecting, you do not lose those hair. So you lose them आफ्टर यू हैव डिलीवर्ड. सो जब आपकी डिलीवरी हो जाती है तो जितने बाल आपने बचा के रखे रहते हैं वो सब एकदम से गिरने लगते हैं. सो दैट सडन लॉस ऑफ हेयर लीड्स टू so much stress and anxiety among so many ladies, because they are unaware of the fact that hair will be lost after pregnancy. So having hair loss postpartum is absolutely normal. You are just losing the hair that you did not lose during that period. Number two, if you feel that there is extreme hair loss which you think is beyond 200 or 300 strands a day, maybe your diet is not proper, maybe you're having a very low diet in protein. So what you need to do is you need to consult with the doctor and add a multivitamin, and also increase your protein intake. By even without discussing with the doctor, you can add these two things and work on these two things, or just balance your meal together. Make sure you're eating a healthy meal, and as soon as you do this, you will start to notice that your hair are getting better and the hair loss is reducing. But if you still feel that within 6 months of time, despite of you making efforts, eating a balanced healthy diet and adding a multivitamin, and also consciously increasing your protein intake, if you still feel that your hair loss is not getting better, that's the time you are not to ignore it and consult with your doctor. Because extreme hair loss which is not getting better with a diet and protein intake and supplements has to be reported to your doctor, because it could actually be a sign of an underlying health issue. There is nothing to worry about normal hair loss postpartum, but if it is not getting better within a year's time, with you making an effort, even then if it's not getting better, you are not to ignore it, and that's when you need to report to the doctor. So the second thing that we're going to be discussing about are stretch marks. It worries so many people before pregnancy. It makes so many people sad and depressed after pregnancy. So let me tell you, I've been asked a zillion times on Instagram, you don't have stretch marks, your stomach is so clear, we don't see them anywhere. Well, I have them on my sides. Now let me explain you. When your body is going to grow, your skin is going to get stretched to accommodate your baby. Your skin will get stretched, and when it goes back to its normal, will leave you with stretch marks. If you are not keeping yourself hydrated, it could be worse. If you're scratching even though science says that scratching has nothing to do, but if you are tearing your skin, obviously you will have stretch marks. And stretch marks does not mean it's only because of pregnancy. Any kind of weight gain and weight loss would lead to stretch marks, because your skin is getting stretched and then going back, leaving you with those marks. Now after pregnancy, immediately you will have your stretch marks would be more of brown purplish color, which are way more visible. But believe me, over the years, say right after 2 years, my stretch marks are least visible because they become silvery gray, so which is why they're less visible. Now what you can do to make them better: when you're pregnant, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're having enough water, that your skin is nice and moist and hydrated. So you make sure you're using a nice moisturizing 48 hours moisturizing oil or cream. You could just use any oil, like a bio oil or something, but still, let me tell you, when you're doing these efforts, make sure that you are prepared enough that you will still get them. Yes, I know there are some women who are so blessed because probably they don't grow that big, so it depends on how big you're growing, how much your skin is stretching. 80% women will have stretch marks postpartum, so it is a very normal thing. Now what you can do postpartum is, again, stay hydrated, eat a good healthy balanced diet, and keep them moisturized again. Use a nice good moisturizing cream over it, and that is it. There is nothing much you can do. Also, I want to clear this doubt. A lot of people think working out can help you remove them or they'll just disappear or something. Nothing like that happens with working out. Working out can definitely work on stretching your skin, which will make the visibility less. Again, the light, the camera angle, and this plays a huge role in the visibility of the stretch marks. Exercise cannot remove them permanently. There are only medical procedures like laser and all that can actually help, but I don't know, that's a personal choice. Again, don't want to comment on that, but exercise cannot take away your stretch marks. There is nothing. In fact, you might just get some more if you've gained too much weight, and when you're going to lose it on your arms and on your breasts, you can get some more. So this is about stretch marks, right? So number 3, we're going to be discussing about loose skin. Again, I get a lot of questions with women asking me, you don't have loose skin. Well, loose skin, again, when you're growing, you're also growing more skin to accommodate your baby, so that will remain. Now you may have more loose skin if you've grown way too bigger, and if you haven't worked out enough in the beginning and you've given a lot of gap in between your fitness and losing weight, you may end up with much more loose skin. I started working out right after 6 months, when I lost my almost lost 30 kgs weight right after 1.5 years. So I don't have that much loose skin, but I still do. There is some extra skin which will not go away. There is only again, a medical procedure is the only fix for loose skin. Exercise cannot do much, except for the fact that when you work out, when you build your core, जब core को build करेंगे तो वो हार्ड रहेगा अंदर से. जब भी कोई चीज़ अंदर से हार्ड रहेगी तो बाहर की स्किन को स्ट्रेच करेगी. जब वो स्ट्रेच करेगी तो विजिबिलिटी कम रहेगी. अगर मैं भी अपनी स्किन को ऐसे करके पकड़ूंगी तो मेरे भी बहुत सारी लूज स्किन है. सो देयर इज़ नॉट मच दैट यू कैन डू अबाउट द लूज स्किन. एक टिप शेयर करूँगी. अ लॉट ऑफ विमेन हैव आस्क्ड मी, हमारी पेपरी स्किन हो जाती है और हम वो टैन फील कर सकते हैं अपने पेट के ऊपर. वो मेरे भी था शुरू में, बट दिस इज़ व्हाट आई डू विच आई रियली वांट टू शेयर. I have never waxed my stomach. I have no hair on my stomach, but I started waxing my stomach. After a couple of sessions of Rika wax on my stomach feels much more smooth. The tan is disappeared, the wrinkly papery skin is gone, which will actually go again, but this really helped fasten the process and also stimulate the blood flow to that area, right? So this is what worked for me with loose skin and with visibility of the stretch marks. I started getting my stomach waxed. I still get it done in a couple of months, but even though I have no hair at all, but I still get it done and it feels nice and smooth. So that's something you can try definitely. And yeah, so this is about loose skin. Okay, the next thing that we are going to talk about is the bulge over your C-section scar. Again, I've been asked a million times on Instagram, what happened, how did you lose it, how did you lose the bulge over your scar. When you lose weight, you will lose it all over your body, including your abdomen. It may take a lot of time, a lot of hard work, a lot of effort put into your diet and a lot of effort put into your workout, but believe me, the bulge over your scar will 90% go. But see, again, because it's an incision, when you're stitched, your muscles are separated a little bit, that may remain. Now, on one side of my incision, I have no bulge at all, but on the other side of the incision, I have a very mild bulge. Obviously, because it's on the bikini line, it's rarely ever visible to people, unless of course I'm bloated, but otherwise I have it too. That little mild bulge right over your bikini area, right over your incision, that little flab would remain. It may or may not, depending on your training program, depending on how hard you work. Even if you work super hard, let me tell you, women have a tendency to retain a little bit of fat on the abdomen, unless of course you're on steroids and you're absolutely ripped. That's another whole ball game together, but we're talking about naturally losing weight. So when you naturally lose weight, yes, you will have a smooth flat stomach, but that bulge over the incision may or may not remain. Like in my case, it is there on one side and it's not there on the other side. So that's my take on the bulge over the C-section scar. So the next and the very important change that I'm going to discuss about is the change to your breast. So a lot of people, a lot of women are so upset with what happens to your breast postpartum. I have read some really heartbreaking messages from women on Instagram regarding how they feel about their breast. Honestly, touch wood, I've never felt bad about my breast sagging or the stretch marks on my breast at all. I think I don't know, I just feel happy about it that I didn't have to deal with it, but I totally understand how women feel about it. I've also had women who've blamed breastfeeding, that breastfeeding led us to, I breastfed for 2 years and this is why I've got stretch marks and my breast sagging. Let me tell you, stretch marks and breastfeeding and breast sagging, they are not interconnected. Stretch marks and breast sagging is a result of pregnancy itself. Whether you choose to breastfeed or you don't choose to breastfeed, when you are growing during pregnancy, your breasts are also getting bigger to prepare for lactation, to prepare to make milk for your baby, so they grow big. And once you feed or you don't feed, and when they go back to their original size, they will sag. 90% of the times they will sag. So, and they will have stretch marks. So there is nothing related to breastfeeding. So please do not give up on breastfeeding because you think that your breast will sag or you'll have stretch marks because of it. Please, your baby really needs it. It's good for you. It's good for your child. So please continue to breastfeed, irrespective of the discomforts that come with it. That's another story altogether, but please don't give up on breastfeeding because you think it's a result of sagging. No, it's not. It's a result of pregnancy itself. The next thing I want to talk about is your energy level. Energy level is so badly dropped postpartum. It's because you are exhausted and tired postpartum, and there is nothing that can recover you right away, because it's not like you deliver and you come back home and you rest. You have a responsibility of a baby who's 100% dependent on you. You are scared, you're paranoid, you can't sleep, you're sleep deprived for months together, sometimes even years. So what you can do for your energy level: initially try to get as much sleep as you can. If you need help, ask for it. Sleep when your baby sleeps. Let everything happen later, prior, but when your baby is sleeping, try to rest. If you can't sleep, just rest. Lie down, just be there. Let your body rest and recover. Number two you can do is, as soon as you can, start walking, get as mobile as possible, keep moving, keep walking, and eat a very healthy diet. Your diet will play a huge role in bringing your energy back. Try to have a diet which is full of protein and carbs, good carbs and healthy fat. So eat a good diet. Bottom line, eat a healthy diet, especially at this time. Don't ignore your diet at all. Keep yourself hydrated. Not having enough water will make you super cranky and super sad and super low in energy. So to make sure you're having enough water. So these are some of the things that I thought I really wanted to share with you guys, and make sure that all women are prepared and aware, and they know what's going to coming, for them. So it kind of helps you deal with things much better. If you like the video, let me know in the comment box below. You're most free to share it with whomever you think could benefit from this video. And thank you so much for watching this. If you still haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing it. It would mean a lot to me. You can follow me on Instagram. The handle details are in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about it. If you have any other questions, any other doubts, please ask me in the comment box below, and I will definitely make a video on it and get back to you with. Thank you so much.